Hey there viewers, it's Shelly. I'm back again with yet another unboxing and first impressions. Yeah, I'm doing quite a lot of these recently. But that's just because I'm collecting a lot of Cyberworld recently. So, today I shall be unboxing Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, and Megatron. Yep, 3 in 1 today. Now, funny story just before I start. I had just gotten finished with the Grimlock video and was just uploading it when these three arrived at my door. So I'm actually doing this video the same day I did the unboxing Grimlock video, although I'm uploading it the day after. So yeah. But yeah. But anyway, enough beating around the bush. Let's look at these boxes, and I feel it's appropriate to start off with the guy himself, Optimus Prime. So this is one of the smaller cyber changes. I think these are like 6-7 quid. So yeah, compared to the armor cyber changes such as Galvatron or B, who we're going to look at soon, not really much to see here with the box. It's quite tiny actually. But this is how he appears in the show. Or at least for the time being. There is a bigger armored version. Although I don't have that yet, but I do want that. But looking at the box here, of course we have Prime here. You can just easily touch him if you want. Got pictures of Prime here in both modes. Cyberworld, 4 steps. It seems to be the norm here. We've got what region he's from in Cyberworld. Side just says cyber changes, Optimus Prime, and the back, well, we've got Galvatron, which I have looked at, and Snarl, who is still trapped in Amazon Hell. I don't know why some figures say coming in 3 to 7 months, but But yeah, that's Prime. Next up, we've got Mega Bull, as B calls him. And yeah, this is how Megatron looks in the show. He's a bull! I love this. It's back to the Unicorn Trilogy style where Megatron just looks wildly different from how he normally looks, and I love it. There are still hints of G1, his head still resembles G1 Megatron just with bull horns. It's like the secret love child of Megatron and horrible, to be honest. But still. So again, cyber changes. Got Megatron right there. He actually does have a weapon here, which Prime didn't have. You can see what region he's from. Back, got B and Snarl. So they're just teasing with Snarl at this point. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Megatron. And finally, we've got Bumblebee, who's one of the armored ones, so he's a bit bigger. Probably can see that weird weapon. I have no idea what that is, but we've got Bumblebee here. And B in the show is honestly kind of, well, I don't want to say annoying, but he's not a favorite character of mine. He's typical Bumblebee, to be honest. You know, kid appeal. It's pretty much how they depict Bumblebee nowadays. So we got Galvatron, Snarl, and Skybite. So yeah. Now we can see what the weapon does. So it's pretty much like Mech Tech without that spring thing in it. So yeah. Now, I think I'm going to start by opening up Prime here, because, well, he doesn't have a weapon to worry about. I kind of wish he had, the axe that he got in, episode 3, I think. And again, just be careful with blades. You don't want to cut yourself. So just be careful. So just... Here we go. So we got the legs freed. And I think we just have this one here. Is that it? Or is there like another one holding him in place? There's another one holding him in place. Yeah, there's one wrapped around his waist. And there we go, there's Optimus. Okay, so first impressions of Prime here. Honestly, yeah, this guy does look pretty cool. I like the mono window. Pretty rare to see Primes with that. I think that's taken from Transformers 1 Optimus, because he also had the mono window. Again, there's like no elbows in this guy, but it's a kid's toy, so articulation is not really the main goal here. See that these are kind of hollow, but yeah, well. And the head, typical Prime affair. And the instructions, I'm pretty sure are gonna be in here somewhere. So I just have to oh, there we go. And again, got the instructions in here. Oops, I just noticed there's like a bit of tape here you meant to like try and get into. Although my blade likes to try and go upwards, so this might be kind of tricky. So now we can try and reach in. There we go, and we also have all the actual, yeah, we have all the ties in there. We'll just reassemble this, if I actually can. There we go. So that's Prime. So yeah, for Prime, not really much to talk about here. I do like how he looks, it's accurate to how he appears in the show. I kind of wish he had like the little Energon axe that he has in like episode 3 onwards. But, oh well. Now, let's see how he transforms. So once again, we've got the instruction booklet. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Thank God these actually come with paper instructions instead of the instructions being on the back, like Warrior Class from RID. And yeah, pretty simple transformation. All you do is just close the legs up, you fold in the head. So yeah. So we just close up the legs, try and fold in the head. And okay, I'm pretty sure like there we go, so it's something akin to that. And here we have the truck mode. And first impressions of that, well, I do wish that this was painted, but But honestly, seeing how this is meant to be aimed at kids, yeah, this is kind of cool looking. You can see that the smokestacks actually form front gunners, again, inspired by TF1. But yeah, it's pretty much the truck mode. So again, pretty simple transformation. So let's try and do this. So yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, just clips at the front. So yeah, something like that. Not really as tactile as Galvatron, but But yeah, that's pretty much it for Prime. Let's move on to Megatron. And again, I love this design. It's like, they could retool this into Cyberworld Horrible. So, yeah. But again, trying to get this opened up. Let's just start off with trying to get the axe. Again, be careful around knives and blades. So, that's his weapon. This axe. So, this Megatron doesn't use any guns. He uses an axe. Which, okay. Or it could be a knife, because it's got a blade sticking out the front here. Anyway, so just continuing on. Come on. There we go. We got some right around his shoulders here. And there's one right around the bull head. There we go. So that's Megatron out. Ready to, I don't know, terrorize or something. Because in the show, when we first see Megatron Festival, his voice is amazing. Like, props to the voice actor. I love this Megatron's voice. But, like, this Megatron's actually, like, really good at deceiving. Like, when he meets Bumblebee, like, he's all, "There's no Autobots or Decepticons, always survivors," or something like that. And he tries to team up with Bumblebee, and then they play Break the Targets from Smash Brothers. And then he deceives Bumblebee. Like, dude. And from the latest episode, as of recording, it seems that, yes, there are still Autobots and Decepticons, and he's still the leader. So, yeah. And now trying to cut out his instructions. So, see if I can actually do this. Okay, there we go. And then there's a bit up here that's all closed. There we go. So here we have Mega Bull's instructions and a bit of plastic tie. So here we have his instructions, so we can see how he transforms. And essentially, it's the same as Galvatron's, where, you know, you flip up the legs, you move that down. It's the same as Galvatron, essentially, or very similar to Galvatron. But let's look at his robot mode first, and dude, I wanted to say that he's got a mustache, but I think it was just the lighting. Like, Galvatron gets a mustache, this guy, not so much. But I guess if I do get Galvatron out quickly, so we can see how these guys look, and we can pretty much speculate. Is this guy gonna turn into Galvatron? Is an like Marvel situation where this is a future version of Megatron that's going back to the past? Or are they just two separate characters? I mean, for now, we don't know, because Galvatron's not appeared in the show yet, but it might be explained in a future episode. Who knows? But anyway, let's try and get this guy transformed. So, remembering what the instructions said. So yeah, we click the legs together, we click the shoulders in, we pretty much do it, and then, yeah, the rest is the same as Galvatron. So, click the legs in. That's a nice satisfying snap. And then, same as Galvatron, we try and get the arms tabbed in, although here on Megatron, they don't seem to want to go in. Like, you can see the part that goes into there. They don't really want to go in all too well. But we can still continue the transformation, where it just flips down. And there we go, there's a bit of hindrance, but then that goes in. And then, just like with Galvatron, all this just flips up. And then these seem to tab into the right there. Oh. So yeah, that's a ball mode. And yeah, Megatron has taken a lot of different alternate modes. And I think this tabs into here. Oh, you bugger. But yeah, that forms a tail. But yeah, as I was saying, Megatron has taken multiple vehicle modes or alternate modes. He's been a gun, a tank, a jet, weird car, a normal car, helicopter, freaking like tank with a gun handle in Skybound. A dinosaur, a dragon. I think this is the first time that he's been a bull. And I'm all here for it. Like, we can see that kind of like Galvatron. If you look at it from the side, then yeah, these are pretty much just hooves. But those are just the hands. But looking at the actual bull head, yeah, that was pretty cool. So yeah. So I have these two. I mean, first of all, I think scale isn't really on the charts here. But I think I'm kind of liking Megatron a bit more than Prime. Like, with Prime, it's kind of weird trying to get these tabbed in. Whereas with Megatron, everything just tabs in really well. So yeah, I think I'm kind of preferring Megatron. That's just my first impressions, obviously. But now, let's move on to Badassatron here, or, well, he's not called that in Cyberworld. Let's move on to Bumblebee. So, first of all, let's start with the weird gun thingy. So, if I can actually try and get this out. In fact, his package is kind of lopsided for some reason. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. But anyway. Okay, there we go. We're close. Just have to try and get this gun cut out here. Come on. There we go. So let's see what the hell this is. So it's like some weird gun with swords attached to it, or it's like some weird Action Master partner with... It kind of reminds me of like Razor Sharp for some reason from the Action Masters. But what we do here is... I'm pretty sure... trying to... Okay, so pretty much you just meant to push this forward and the swords go up. So yeah. But anyway, let's actually get B out of here. So we just cut these here. Yes, that did cut. Cut out the arms. Ugh. Oh, that nearly got my thumb. Once again, be careful when using blades in case you accidentally cut yourself. So be careful. And now there's one right around the torso here. There we go. And we can see that he's doing the stanky leg. Let's fix that. So here we have B. So, yeah. And we just give him the weird sword accessory. It's kind of looks like something that would be used in, like, the Beast Hunters toy line, to be honest. That's what this is reminding me of. Because I swear something like this was used in Beast Hunters, the toy line. But... And yeah, of course, I don't think B's used this in the show. I might be misremembering, but I don't think he's used this. But anyway, now that we've got B out, let's actually try and get his instructions out. So this is going to be the same as Galvatron. Okay, so yeah, we have that weird... Yeah, we have that weird paper that no one reads, as well as the instructions. There we go. And keep in mind, the box has like 2 steps, so what do we do here? So these are... The swords are separate accessories, so if you want like him just wielding swords, and there you go. It can go on the side of his arm, which I might just display with instead. In fact, hang on. There we go. I think that's how I'm going to display him, with this weird fusion cannon sword thing. That's how I'm going to display him. And for the 2 steps, of course, we've got the 2 swords there. We click the legs together and we just let the hood up. Okay, sure. So let's actually do that. Or, well, first of all, there we go. He did this in the show. I'm not joking. There's a point in the show where he actually does the Peter Griffin death pose. They did a Family Guy reference in Transformers. But, seriously, jokes aside, let's actually try and get him transformed. So we do the legs together. We straighten up the arms. And we just try and... Oh! So when you lift the hood up, it actually accordions the entire body down. Let me try and show that again, because... Well, now it's not even going back. So, you see this? And essentially to transform him back, you just have to make sure the arms don't get in the way. Yeah, it's like a series of hinges. Okay, let's actually try and get him into car mode here. And yeah, that just looks like a squashed up Camaro. And yeah, we can plug that onto the back. Oh, try not to break it. Yeah, we can like splay this out, make it not road legal. But yeah, don't really like how it's probably me being stupid, but it's kind of weird and fiddly trying to get this transformed back. Again, I'm probably just being an absolute moron here. That and my window's being shut for God knows how long. The carbon dioxide's getting into my brain. Okay, so after God knows how long of trying to figure this out, I think I've got this sorted. So of course we've got the car mode, and what you're meant to do to transform him back is to pull the arms out. So that starts it, and then granted, like nothing's in the way. Oh, there we go. So that's what you're meant to do. Honestly, I kind of wish that they put like reverse instructions there or a bit clearer, because I was generally confused there. Like, maybe if they didn't have these little side view mirrors there, because it's really easy for the arms to catch in those. So, yeah, a kid might get kind of confused there. I definitely was. But, yeah, the transformation is pretty much just you fold these up and you tuck everything in. Try and get this in. I'm pretty sure, yeah. There we go. So that's it for the car mode. And then for robot mode, you pull the arms out. That gets everything all started. And then when things aren't in the way, such as these aren't in the way of the side view mirrors, then you can pull up on the chest. So there you go. So honestly, this might be my least favorite just because of that. That transformation can suck eggs. But, well, let's just put all three together. Once I get this guy transformed. So, getting this attached on. Let's have all three vehicle modes together. So, from most favorite to least favorite, I'd say Bumblebee's probably, like, I love Bumblebee's vehicle modes. Like, of course, it's the standard sports car that he transforms into now. Next up would be Mega Bull, because, I mean, come on, it's Megatron as a bull. And then last up would be Prime. If it had more paints, then, you know. But figure-wise, I think my favorite is Megatron, then Optimus, and then Bumblebee, just because of that confusing transformation. It's probably just because I'm an absolute idiot, but, But yeah, let's just get these guys transformed back into robot mode. So we've got B. So you just pull the arms out. Just make sure nothing gets in the way. Then we can pull up on this. Oh. I think something was pulled out of alignment. Yep, so we've got B. Then Prime. And finally Megatron. So yeah. So, do I recommend these? Well, for B, once you can figure out how it's meant to transform, because it can be kind of fiddly just with all the clearance issues, then sure. Prime is quite fun, especially since he's like what, £6? For that price, yeah, it's fine. And Megatron, absolutely. Since these are kids' toys, yeah, they're fine. But I absolutely love Megatron. So, yeah. So, this would be my first impressions on Bumblebee, Prime, and Megatron. And this is Charlie Young, signing off.